thing that's whack is your whack hairdo and your whack ugly looking food truck you had in your background today and your whack food. That's what's whack.
Sometimes the loudest explosions don't come from arguments or fights. They come from quiet truths that finally spill out after being held in for too long. And right now, the world of love and marriage, Huntsville is shaking in ways nobody was prepared for. Because Melody Shari, yes, the same Melody who has survived heartbreak, betrayal, public humiliation, and years of emotional chaos just made a revelation so severe, so unexpected, that even longtime fans are struggling to wrap their heads around it. According to her, Stormi Steele, once seen as her trusted friend, her shoulder during some of her darkest moments, had a physical relationship with Martell Holt.
You old enough to be my mama. You not finna do nothing. You ain't about to whoop nothing. We know that to be true. All you do is run your mouth. And anybody who run their mouth as much as you do ain't finna do shit. Ain't about to do nothing. So take your razor blade, cut lip, ugly looking ass on up to the courthouse, because that's where you about to be, because you finna get served, my girl. I'm not playing with you. I don't make money just for fun. I make money to handle like you.
Yes. Martell Holt. Her ex-husband. The man whose name has been tied to more scandals than the show can even keep up with. The man responsible for some of the deepest wounds in Melody's past. And the idea that someone she welcomed into her circle, defended, embraced, and leaned on could turn around and cross that line? It's the kind of twist that makes people stop mid-scroll, replay the clip, and whisper, "Wait, what?" Because this isn't a tiny misunderstanding. This isn't some reality TV exaggeration. This strikes at the center of trust, loyalty, and friendship, the exact things Melody has struggled to rebuild after Martell tore so much of her life apart.
Message. Do y'all want to hear it one more time? Okay, we do it one more time. I think y'all see it, yeah.
Y'all, my damn jaw was on the floor. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like,
Okay, so we're gonna go one more time to the text message, and let's look at the message that came Sunday. Thinking it's coleslaw phone. Hey. Now, mind you, I got a text, hey, in August. Start, hey. Girl, my jaw is on the floor from last night's episode. Okay, do y'all want to hear it one more time? Or no?
And now, suddenly, the pieces are rearranging themselves all over again, revealing a story nobody expected to hear. But here's the twist that makes this revelation even harder to ignore. The clues were there, quietly hiding in the background, scattered in old devices, suspicious messages, strange behaviors, and subtle shifts in energy. Melody finally decided to connect the dots, and when she did, the picture that emerged was darker than anything she imagined. And with this new information out in the open, fans are choosing sides, comments are flooding in, and the entire Huntsville community is buzzing with questions.
Saying so many lies for years that I can prove in court is a lie. So I'm coming for your everything you got. So wherever you was posted up tonight, because I'm gonna show you where I'm posted up tonight. See, this is how I live. There's a difference. I live a certain way. Wherever you was posted up tonight, wherever it was with that ugly ass food truck, purple ass food truck, look broke down on 2 wheels in the back, that's where you were. Here's where I am. Okay? Here's where I am. We ain't the same. Our money ain't the same. I'm about to show you how much of not the same we are, my girl, because you talk too much. It ain't nothing wrong with going on YouTube, making your videos laugh or fun, but when you start making up stuff, when you start lying, just making up stuff, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Did Stormi truly step out of line? Did Martell pull another move behind Melody's back? Or is this a painful misunderstanding turning into a wildfire? Whatever the truth may be, it has already changed the dynamic of the show, the friendships, the alliances, and the future of every storyline tied to them. Because once betrayal enters the room, nothing stays the same. Melody's journey has never been simple. Over the years, viewers have watched her grow from a hopeful young wife fighting for her marriage to a woman battling for her peace, her dignity, and her strength. What makes this new revelation so emotional is that it digs directly into that old wound, the one she fought for years to close. When love and marriage, Huntsville first began, Melody was introduced as a woman building both a family and a legacy with Martell Holt. They were the power couple. The business partners. The pair who seemed unstoppable. Viewers saw a household that looked strong from the outside, filled with confidence and ambition. What nobody knew at the time was that cracks were already forming behind closed doors. Over time, the world learned about Martell's infidelity. It wasn't just a single mistake or a moment of weakness, it became a pattern that dragged Melody into a long emotional battle she didn't ask for. Every revelation hit her harder than the one before, forcing her to confront betrayal after betrayal until her marriage finally collapsed under the weight of lies and disrespect.
Hey girl, this is it. My jaw, I don't want y'all to see the number yet. My jaw is on the floor from last.
People watched her cry. They watched her fight. They watched her rebuild herself piece by piece publicly, painfully, and bravely. And during those moments, Stormi Steele emerged on screen as one of the people standing beside her. Stormi wasn't just a new cast member, she quickly became a friend, a supporter, someone who seemed genuinely invested in Melody's healing. Fans saw them laugh together, work together, share vulnerable conversations, and uplift each other. For many viewers, their friendship felt like a breath of fresh air, something real in the middle of manipulation, feuds, and the usual reality show chaos. Stormi positioned herself as that friend who shows up when life feels too heavy. The one who offers support without judgment. The one who listens. She encouraged Melody, cheered for her wins, and appeared to understand the emotional toll of rebuilding life after betrayal. So when things started to shift, when small tensions popped up, when energy between them felt different, when distance slowly formed, fans didn't think much of it. Friendships on reality TV have ups and downs constantly. Tiny disagreements often get magnified by cameras. A cold look or a quiet moment can turn into a full storyline. It's part of the game. But in this case, the changes weren't just surface level. Something deeper was brewing. And Melody, who has learned the hard way that ignoring red flags only leads to heartbreak, paid attention. Instead of ignoring it, Melody leaned into her instincts. She investigated. She checked details. She read between the lines. And she found signs that pointed towards someone with a Mississippi area code, something that didn't match anyone she expected to be involved. And that's when things took a sharp turn. The phrasing in those texts reminded her of someone she knew. Someone she had spoken to. Someone she had trusted. Stormi Steele. But Melody didn't jump to conclusions. She dug deeper. She paid attention. She compared patterns. She accessed a recorded phone call. And according to her, the voice she heard sounded very close to Stormi's. Not just the voice, but the specific way certain things were said. The tone. The mannerisms. The subtle hints that only someone familiar with Stormi's communication style would catch. In Melody's mind, the evidence wasn't just suspicious, it felt like confirmation. And the moment that realization hit her, everything she believed about their friendship crumbled. Because this wasn't just about texts. It wasn't just about a phone call. In her heart, Melody felt she was staring at a betrayal far worse than any petty argument or on-screen drama. This was personal. Deep. Intimate. Unforgivable. The idea that someone she once trusted could have crossed such a painful boundary left her shocked, hurt, and disappointed. And knowing Martell's history, the possibility didn't seem far-fetched. After all, he has been at the center of multiple scandals, all involving disregard for loyalty and emotional destruction. So when Melody came forward and revealed that she believed Stormi had a physical relationship with Martell, it wasn't just gossip. It was a bombshell. One that instantly spread through social media, fan pages, and comment sections with lightning speed. And she didn't hide. She didn't sugarcoat. She spoke openly through TikTok, Instagram, and live sessions. Through cryptic captions, pointed reposts, and shaded messages, she made it clear she had receipts. Maybe not the kind fans were expecting, but enough to convince her that her suspicions were real. The internet exploded. Some fans immediately believed her. They felt her pain. They believed her history. They trusted her instincts. They argued that Melody has never been the type to fabricate stories for attention. They pointed to Martell's past behavior and insisted that nothing is impossible when it comes to him. Others pushed back. They questioned the evidence. They said the area code wasn't enough. The phone call wasn't clear enough. The text patterns weren't solid proof. Some even wondered if emotion was clouding Melody's judgment. And then there was Stormi. Silent. She didn't argue. Didn't deny. Didn't acknowledge anything. That silence only fueled more speculation. For some people, her refusal to speak up felt like guilt. For others, it felt like maturity, a choice to avoid another messy internet war. But regardless of what people believe, one thing is certain: this situation exposed a truth about the fragile nature of reality TV friendships. What looks real on screen often changes when cameras stop rolling. What feels strong can unravel behind the scenes. And when betrayal enters the picture, everything gets magnified, twisted, and rearranged. Melody is not just dealing with a broken friendship. She is dealing with a reopening of wounds she fought so hard to close. She is dealing with a reminder of how deeply Martell's actions affected her life. She is dealing with an emotional hit she never saw coming. Losing a friend is painful. Losing a friend in a very public and humiliating way is devastating. This revelation forced Melody to reevaluate everything: her circle, her boundaries, her trust. And while some fans believe she is strong enough to handle anything, moments like this show that even the strongest hearts still break. The impact doesn't stop with Melody, though. This situation might change how fans view Stormi. It may shift her standing on the show. It may affect her brand, her reputation, and her relationships with other cast members. Even if she chooses to stay silent forever, the shadow of these accusations won't disappear easily. And Martell, well, this only adds to a long list of issues tied to his name. But here's the twist nobody expected: despite all this, Melody continues to move with the same strength she always has. She focuses on her children. She focuses on her peace. She focuses on her next chapter. Even when storms surround her, she keeps walking forward. Fans admire her resilience. They admire the way she refuses to crumble. They admire how she keeps choosing herself, even after betrayal tries to knock her down again and again. But make no mistake, this situation still hurts. Deeply. Because it's not just about Martell. It's not just about Stormi. It's about trust. It's about loyalty. It's about a woman who has already endured more emotional turmoil than anyone should ever experience, only to be blindsided once again by someone she thought was in her corner.